Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In previous video, we have discussed about Z transform. Now in this video, I am going to derive Z transform of two important sequences. So first is show that the Z transform of the sequence a power n is z upon z minus a for n greater than or equal to 0. So in this question, we have to find the z transform of the sequence a power n, and n greater than equal to 0 means we have to find unilateral z transform. So the given sequence un is a power n where n is greater than equal to 0, and we know that the z transform of a sequence un is summation n goes from 0 to infinite for unilateral z transform un into z power minus n. Now as we have to find the z transform of a power n, so in place of un we put the sequence a raised to n, and we get z transform of a power n is summation n goes from 0 to infinite a raised to n into z power minus n. So this becomes a raised to n upon z power n, and which can be expressed as summation n goes from 0 to infinite a by z whole raised to n. Now putting the value of n 0, 1, 2, 3 and expand this series, we get for n equal to 0 we get a by z power 0 which is 1, plus for n equal to 1 we get a by z, plus for n equal to 2 we get a by z whole square, plus so on. Now clearly this series is an infinite geometric series with first term a and the common ratio is a by z. So as we know, the sum of infinite gp 1 plus r square plus r cube is a upon 1 minus r. So the sum of this series is 1 upon 1 minus a by z, as the common ratio is a by z. So the sum of series is 1 upon 1 minus a by z. Now taking z LCM, and we get the z transform of a power n is z upon z minus a for n greater than equal to 0. Here we take z LCM and then LCM goes in the numerator, we get z upon z minus a. So this is the z transform of the sequence a power n. In particular, if we select the value of a is 1, then 1 power n is 1, and then we get the z transform of 1, and which is for a equal to 1 we get z transform of 1 is z upon z minus a. So this is the particular case of this z transform. Using the value a equal to 1 we get the z transform of 1 as z upon z minus 1. Next example is show that the z transform of n power p, where p is constant, is minus z multiplied by d by dz of z transform of n power p minus 1 for n greater than equal to 0. So here we have to find the z transform of the sequence n power p. Further, we have to deduce z transform of n, z transform of n square and z transform of n cube. So first we will show that z transform of n power p is minus z into derivative of z transform of n power p minus 1 with respect to z. So given sequence is un is n power p, where n is greater than or equal to 0, and we know that z transform of a sequence un is summation n goes from 0 to infinite un into z power minus n. Now in place of un we put n power p, as we have to find the z transform of n power p. So we get z transform of n power p is summation n goes from 0 to infinite n power p into z power minus n. Now to prove this result, we prove that right hand side is equal to left hand side. Generally we start from left hand side and we go for the right hand side, but in this case we establish that the right hand side is equal to the left hand side. So as in the right hand side we required z transform of n power p minus 1. So here in place of p we replace p minus 1. So replace p by p minus 1 in equation third, we get z transform of n power p minus 1 is equal to summation n goes from 0 to infinite, here n power p minus 1 into z power minus n. Now we required the derivative d by dz of z transform of n power p minus 1. So we differentiate equation 4 with respect to z. We get, in left hand side we get d by dz of z transform of n power p minus 1 is equal to summation n goes from 0 to infinite n power p minus 1. Derivative of z power minus n with respect to z is minus n into z power minus n minus 1. Now multiply this equation, whole equation 5, by minus z. We get minus z into d by dz of z transform of n power p minus 1 is equal to summation n goes from 0 to infinite. Now negative positive, when we multiply this right hand side by minus z, then negative positive, here n power p minus 1 into n, we get n power p, and z multiplied by z power minus n minus 1, so we get z power minus n. So after multiplication of right hand side by minus z, we get summation n goes from 0 to infinite n power p into z power minus n. Now this summation n goes from 0 to infinite n power p into z power minus n. This is what? This is the z transform of n power p. So finally we get z transform of n power p is equal to minus z d by dz of z transform of n power p minus 1. So this is an important result. Now using this result we established, or we find z transform of n, z transform of n square and z transform of n cube, putting the value of p 1, 2 and 3. So deduction from z transform of n power p. Since we know that z transform of n power p is minus z d by dz of z transform of n power p minus 1. here we select the value of p is 1, then we get for p equal to 1 we get z transform of n is equal to minus z d by dz of z transform of, here p is 1, so 1 minus 1 is 0 and n power 0 is 1. So the z transform of n is minus z into d by dz of z transform of 1. And we already know the z transform of 1 is z upon z minus 1. So we get minus z d by dz of z upon z minus 1, which is z transform of 1. Now we differentiate z upon z minus 1 with respect to z using u by v formula. We get minus z, now multiplied by v, differential of z is 1, minus differential of z minus 1 is 1 multiplied by u, that is multiplied by z upon v square, so z minus 1 whole square. Now here positive negative z cancel and minus z into minus 1 is plus z. So finally we get z transform of n is z upon z minus 1 whole square. Now we take the value of p is 2, then we get z transform of n power p. So here p is 2, so we get z transform of n square is minus z into d by dz of z transform of n power 2 minus 1, which is 1. So z transform of n square is minus z d by dz of z transform of n, and z transform of n is z upon z minus 1 whole square. Therefore we get z transform of n square is minus z into d by dz of z upon z minus 1 whole square, which is z transform of n. Now again differentiate z upon z minus 1 whole square with respect to z using u by v formula. We get minus z into multiplied by v, so multiplied by z minus 1 whole square, derivative of u, so derivative of z with respect to z is 1, minus derivative of v, so z minus 1 whole square, derivative is 2 into z minus 1, multiplied by u, so multiplied by z upon v square, so v square become z minus 1 whole power 4. So here from numerator we take z minus 1 common, then z minus 1 cancel with z minus 1 whole power 4, then we have 1 upon z minus 1 whole cube in the denominator. So we get minus z into, here we have z minus 1 in numerator, minus here we have 2z, so z minus 1 minus 2z, we have minus z minus 1 in numerator, and in denominator we have z minus 1 whole cube multiplied by minus z. And after multiplication we get z transform of n square is z square plus z upon z minus 1 whole cube. So this is the z transform of n square. Next we select the value of p is 3, then we get z transform of n power p. So here p is 3, then we get z transform of n cube, which is minus z d by dz of z transform of n power p minus 1. So 3 minus 1 is 2. Now the z transform of n square is z square plus z upon z minus 1 whole cube. So we get the z transform of n cube is equal to minus z into d by dz of z square plus z upon z minus 1 whole cube. Now differentiate with respect to z using u by v formula. We get minus z multiplied by v, so z minus 1 whole cube, derivative of u which is 2z plus 1 minus derivative of v is 3 into z minus 1 whole square multiplied by u, so u is z square plus z upon v square, so z minus 1 whole cube square is z minus 1 whole power 6. So this we differentiate this expression with respect to z using u by v formula. Now from numerator we take z minus 1 whole square common, then z minus 1 whole square cancel with z minus 1 whole power 6, then we have z minus 1 whole power 4 in denominator. So after taking z minus 1 whole square common, we get minus z into, here we have z minus 1 into 2z plus 1 because z minus 1 whole square is common, minus here z minus 1 whole square common, then we have 3z square plus z upon z minus 1 whole power 4. Now simplify the numerator, we get minus z into, here multiplication gives 2z square plus z minus 2z minus 1, and here we have minus 3z square minus 3z upon z minus 1 whole power 4. So 2z square minus 3z square is minus z square, and z minus 5z is minus 4z minus 1. So after simplify the numerator, we get minus z into minus z square minus 4z minus 1 upon z minus 1 whole power 4. Now multiply this minus z with the numerator, and finally we get the z transform of n cube is z cube plus 4z square plus z upon z minus 1 whole power 4. So these are few deductions from the z transform of n power p. Here if we select p equal to 4, then we get z transform of n power 4 is z4 plus 11z cube plus 11z cube square plus z upon z minus 1 whole power 5. So these are two important sequence and their z transform. In next video we will discuss two important properties of z transform. So see you in next video. Thank you.